Maybe the carnival. I think I saw him
Maybe
at.
the carnival.
I think it was at the carnival.
Gotcha.
And I'm starting to realize that now that people like it's a summer crowd, which is a little bit different. A lot of people leave obviously for the summer, go to college here, but you get some of the other people who just live in Massachusetts anyway and might go to school here showing up like KOM, which is really cool to see.
Yeah.
So yeah, but obviously, Aiden Fluffiluff, Northeastern TO, Northeastern Smash president.
Recent winner of the last Nest.
Yes, very true. Finally won one.
Damn.
And coming up here,
Kind of keeping his fireball game, camping out KOM as much as he can.
yeah. Now, I don't know how much Ryu experience KOM has, but I know Fluffiluff has quite a bit of Peach experience. We have Queen. He'd go over and play with those guys in that apartment quite a bit, finding the Shoryu. And he's finding the first stock.
I think I might have to play soon.
They just record?
I don't know.
Yeah, something like that.
It's on California. Probably good, so I'm probably gonna play Elijah. Great! I'm gonna play Elijah and go 0-2.
Hey, you got it. You beat him once.
I did beat him once.
You can do it again.
I did beat him once.
You can do it again. But yeah. KOM doing pretty good here, holding the ledge, finding the back air, but now it's how will Fluffiluff get off, finds the up air, finds the second one.
Oh, gets
Ooh.
the toad out.
Yeah, that counter has such large range. Yeah. Oh, and the nice snipe there, but the
Aiden
rising
always
Tatsu.
saving his jump. Aiden always saves his jump
Yeah.
for the last possible second.
Oh.
But this is the side
Yeah.
beat to connect to the ledge, and KOM actually has a stitch out right now.
Yeah.
2 hits to even the game out.
Yeah, Fluffiluff got a little bit cheeky there at the ledge, using the Tatsu a little bit high, getting forward smash. But still, KOM going to be dropping the turnip after the Tatsu hit. And Fluffiluff looking pretty in control right now. Trying to find this ledge, just being very patient, and just rips the Tatsu. Not going to take the stock yet.
Throws the turnip with a disrespect. KOM now 170%. Pretty much any of Fluffiluff's kill moves will take him out.
Problem is that at this percent, you're not going to be able to get a lot of this confirmed, so you need to see some of these raw Tatsus, but the back air getting extended off of the turnip throw.
Kind of an unfortunate hitbox extension, but you know, we take those.
Yeah, and now those Ryu combos are back online. Time to see what Fluffiluff can do with these low percents, or if KOM can get something started. Finds turnip into a grab and gets the back air. Fluffiluff is off stage, but the rising Shoryuken going to be able to connect. Nice little Shoryu combo for maximum damage there. Fluffiluff trying to close this out. But will the edge guard come out? No, will not.
Goes low. Good move.
It's going to be heavy down tilt there, sending KOM off the stage. No confirm.
Back to neutral. But Aiden's trying to go for the raw up B, or the raw Shoryuken, but KOM's not there. Another stitch, and he just throws it away.
Yeah, unfortunately, you kind of just need to close out this stock from Fluffiluff, and then you can get some of those low percent turnip combos. And is able to find it there, getting the roll read out, just waiting for Fluffiluff's option to float in that situation when you're against, when your opponent is knocked down against the ledge. So strong for Peach in terms of whatchamacallit, shoot, I can't catch it. Tech chasing. But
raw up smash,
yeah,
coming out to take care of KOM and to take care of the first game.
Okay. Fluffiluff taking that pretty comfortably. Definitely knowing a bit what you can do around Peach with those turnips. Being pretty comfortable in going around them, not really getting hit by too many. KOM getting hit by a few fireballs here or there, not really maybe knowing what Ryu can do
He is
in the
so talented.
situation.
You're so right, Lito.
But we're going to see what the adjustments are going into game number 2. We're not running it back right away, taking a little bit of time to try and choose a stage. It's going to be Smashville.
Literally much smaller blast zones and much smaller stage, so he's not going to be able to camp out nearly as well as he did the last game.
Yeah, it should be pretty interesting going forward. Let's see what happens in game number 2.
3, 2, 1, go!
Okay, I play.
Oh, all right. Good luck. Are we still good? We're still good? Okay. Oh, we're good now. Okay. All right. Anyway, going into game number 2. Not sure how much you guys heard of me there. But we're going in pretty even percents right now. Both of them just setting up. Fluffiluff running around in circles trying to get those fireballs off to make the space. KOM trying to pull these turnips. See a little bit of trade of aerials. It's going to be KOM coming off top, going for some of these forward airs off the stage. You see Fluffiluff go for the strong back forward air, back forward tilt, I believe, or heavy F tilt. I don't know. It's the roundhouse kick. Whatever that move is called, that's one of the ones I don't know the name of. But KOM looking pretty good right now, getting a few of these confirms. And Fluffiluff is struggling to get back on the stage, get the footing. However, he does find it with the short, with the Hadouken. Mixing it up, using the B-reverse, uses the Tatsu to get back to the ledge. However, it's going to be the weak back air from KOM. Fluffiluff's still going to be living, but that roll is going to be caught. Peach floating at that roll distance is so dangerous because you can read the neutral, get the float. KOM finding these combos now, pushing the advantage. 55% this stage, working out. Nowhere for Fluffiluff to run. Tries to go for the Peach bomb side B. However, the whiff is going to be punished in the worst way possible as Fluffiluff lets the back air rip, taking KOM's first stock and making what was a pretty large lead for KOM much more manageable. Only 30% right now between the two as Fluffiluff gets the strong forward tilt into the back air confirm. Just tacking on this percent, use the focus attack to power through the aerials, and another Stitch phase. We've seen 3 of these, I think, so far. But Fluffiluff doing pretty good. Gets the grab, keeping it in control. However, gets KOM coming on top with the Stitch, but gonna throw it away after the one hit. Finds the back air. Fluffiluff uses the Tatsu, but going to get sniped in the corner. And that is going to be KOM in the lead. Fluffiluff trying to get this ledge trap, finds it down tilt, gets the Tatsu, not going to take it just yet. Good DI from KOM. And Fluffiluff, you can see, trying to go for some of these instant jump back airs that you got to do as the FGC characters that have the auto turnaround, but they are not connecting, they are whiffing. And that will result in the stock still going on. Unfortunately, it doesn't get a tech chase there, and it's going to be KOM getting a nice little 2-piece. Ledge trap on deck, but it's going to be Fluffiluff, finds down to the Tatsu again. Really good DI from KOM, definitely figuring it out on the fly. And you are not dying at those early percents. Fluffiluff finally finding the back air. It's going to kill almost across the stage. But at the end of the day, KOM is doing it pretty well. Oh, but the counter, what's it going to be? It's going to be a down tilt into the roundhouse. Finds a Hadouken as well. Fluffiluff trying to go low, trying to maybe read a down air for the spike. But just like that, in 2 interactions, with a third being the fireball, percentage suddenly even on both sides. Fluffiluff on the ledge, playing this very well. However, gonna get caught out with the forward tilt, but the Tatsu going to beat out the turnip. Is that going to be it? And the Tatsu comes in, and the DI is not there, DIing in. And Fluffiluff takes game number 2. Very close. KOM definitely making those right adjustments and just making a few crucial mistakes. We saw that first stock with the whiff side B. Would have been crazy if it hit. Would have been 2 stocks up. However, the whiff cost the stock. And once again, Fluffiluff just like finding the openings in that last stock and knowing that you found that he found the one focus attack at the beginning of the stock, put on 50%, and it was able to snowball from there. And KOM pretty smartly running it right back to Smashville. The stage worked really well for him in the last game. So no reason to change it up. Just needs to tighten up the play a little bit. Maybe not go for some crazy riskier options. And we can see it here. Finds the forward air. Fluffiluff goes down. However, saving the jump. Really nice job to get around what KOM was trying to go. And Fluffiluff is able to find that a little bit combo of his own. 76%. Has the turnip in the hand. Going to throw it away though. Finds the F tilt. But isn't able to find the back air. Continuing to go. Is it the norm for US players? Here at BSB there is a mask requirement that is pretty much based on the local or the event, but at this tournament there is a mask requirement. So here people do wear the masks. Anyway, as I was talking, KOM had taken the first stock and playing really well right now, almost lapping in percent. You can see those tight things coming out, and that focus attack is not going to be it. And ooh, Mr. Saturn is online. Be careful about your shield, but KOM going to throw it out, and these back airs have just been very nice. And he pulled a Stitch. KOM pulling the stitch, 3 stocks to 1. Fluffiluff on the back foot here. KOM making those adjustments, cleaning up his play, making sure you're not going for anything super crazy. Fluffiluff not even taking it there in the corner. Like I said before, KOM's DI has been on point on these Tatsus. Fluffiluff finally going to be able to find stock with the back air. But now you have a mountain to climb. You have these 2 stocks. Ryu can definitely do it if you get the hits, but you need to find them. Ooh, found the jab, but no follow-up off of it. Maybe trying to go for some sort of hit confirm, but being a little bit too slow. Still has the jump, but unfortunately, yeah, the edge guards are coming out from KOM, taking it very, very cleanly. Using those turnips to edge guard. Fluffiluff trying to save that jump in some of those situations, and being able to get hit out of the Tatsu and the uppy. Not too familiar with the scenes outside Midwest, but I'm loving Fluffiluff. Hey, I'm happy you're loving Fluffiluff. Fluffiluff is my guy, current main TO at the Northeastern Smash tournaments. And one of my close friends, since I was also from Northeastern, I also TO'd those tournaments for a while. So good friend of mine, but honestly, I'm just here for good Smash. I'm here to commentate good Smash. And we're getting good Smash right here. Game number 4, KOM and Fluffiluff. Fluffiluff's counter pick is going to be Hollow Bastion. I like the idea. You have that bigger stage. You have a bit more space. You don't need to be so on top of Peach. But we're going to see if KOM has the read from the previous game that he has been building up. And it's going pretty well so far. However, it's going to be KOM. Oh my god, using those weak neutral airs to chap reset on the platform. What the hell is that? The perfect spacing. And KOM just in absolute control right now. Fluffiluff not able to get in whatsoever. And KOM is only 6% on this stock. Absolutely wild. You can see the adjustments coming in. Fluffiluff got to get it together. But KOM has got these combos on point. Quick 62% once again. Finally getting some percent. Finds the Hadouken, but it's not going to be too much. As he gets parried here, finds the special Hadouken, the big fireball. Finally finding at that percent, however, it's not going to connect. But this is what you got to do to come back from here. Finds the back air. Ooh, a nice catch on the jump with the roundhouse. And now back to center stage. Has to be so careful, but these back airs are so big. Good job of going close to the stage to avoid the fireball. And yeah, Fluffiluff avoiding the edge guarding very, very well. You still have 101%, but you can definitely do some crazy stuff here. All you need is one opening, but KOM is finding all these turnips, and the percent is just rising up. Not to mention the jump and the float. Oh, and the roundhouse avoiding as well because of Peach's animation at the bottom, just going right over her head. Oh, and the KOM reading the roll right there, but having the spacing a little bit off. Not able to find the back air, giving Fluffiluff a second lease on life at 168%. You do not want to get caught by any of Peach's aerials. Just trying to be so careful. I can see going for those focus attacks and going for those forward smashes. And unfortunately, going to be a little bit unsafe there. Going to get hit by the float into the forward air. And that's one of Peach's just like crazy things, right? You can just float in that diagonal zone right across that so many characters have trouble contesting. And then just wait for them to whiff a move and then just come down with that forward air, or the back air, or the neutral air. All those areas are so strong. Fluffiluff trying to play a bit more conservative now, trying to take as little percent as possible as KOM looks to push the advantage. Oh, tries to push it there with the Shoryu, but unfortunately the whiff is going to make an edge guard situation come up, but going to be able to get back. But you need to be so careful. KOM finds another grab, finds a down throw. The focus attack is going to come in. It's not going to be the level 2 though, so it's not going to stun. Oh, oh my god. Oh my god. I'm saying there's so much stuff is happening and I'm all up here alone, so I gotta do everything as is going on. KOM floating over the other thing, but we're gonna see it there. Fluffiluff finally finding the stock. Last stock apiece. Can he close out the set 3-1, or will it be KOM bringing it to a game 5? We're gonna see now. And it's looking like KOM is holding pretty well right here. Getting all these aerials and keeping Fluffiluff on the ledge. Fluffiluff having to be so careful, and unfortunately is gonna eat the crown there. And we're going to game 5. Fluffiluff definitely cleaning it up more than the previous game, but still making a little bit of those errors, finding KOM, finding those forward errors, and just being able to close it out. I adore so commentary doing this. Well, hell, thank you. Thank you from the Midwest, from Boston all the way to you guys. If I had time, I would go to more tournaments around the country. I mean, there's so many crazy events, and I really, really wish I could travel to more events that are outside of, like, the Northeast, some stuff. But, fortunately not. Oh, thank you, thank you. But anyway, adaptations on both sides. We get Fluffiluff's counter pick again. He's definitely debating at what to go for here. Hollow Bastion worked better than Smash Bro, but wasn't the best. And are we going to run it back? We are going to run it back. So game number 5, Fluffiluff doing really, really well those first 2 games. KOM in complete control the last 2, trying to avoid the reverse 3-0. And that's one of those things that you absolutely love about these, like, smaller tournaments, right? Because when I think it's less than 30 people, BSB runs all best of 5. And obviously if this was best of 3, Fluffiluff would have won this before, and we wouldn't have seen the adaptation. We wouldn't have had this hot game 5 set, but we have it here, and we love to see it. Chicago's pretty chill. You'd all love that fun there. I've heard a bit about the Chicago scene, only because if you guys know Troya, goes to school at MIT, and I know he was over there. I think over the last summer. And I saw him posting a bit about those tournaments, which was pretty cool to see. I love seeing other scenes, whether it just be like top 8s or like PR graphics, stuff like that. But Fluffiluff again on the back foot here. KOM running an absolute crazy sequence of events here. Again, only 14%. Fluffiluff need to close it at. KOM just got to keep it tight. Keep the gameplay tight. Do not go for anything risky. Finds a down error. No follow-up. And Fluffiluff just trying to figure out the way in. He wants to get off stage, and that's going to be a double forward air from the float of KOM. KOM running it out. And Fluffiluff down to 1 stock. Really risky here. Needs to try and close it out. However, the aerials are coming back. And the spot dodge on the focused attack. KOM is absolutely running ham right now. Finds the up airs. And no! Oh, okay. Unfortunately, that is not the game 5 you want to see. I'm sad. Fluffiluff is my GOAT. But KOM just played that so well.